Another hot day here in West Michigan, but the end is in sight. It'll be a little bit cooler here next week. We'll show you all that here in a moment. First things first, 13 weather ball. We always start with that. Is green. No change to our weather pattern foreseen for your Saturday. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Not quite as bright blue skies as we saw last couple of days. We've had some of that haze as we talked about coming in today. A lot lower humidity, especially up where the clouds form. So we didn't get those big cumulus clouds. We didn't get any thunderstorms during the day today. Dew points dropped. Temperatures, though, just as warm. We're around 90 in many locations, just a tad bit cooler downwind of the Great Lakes. Today's highs, low 90s, 92 in Muskegon as predicted. Breaking another record. Most of them here in West Michigan were set back in 1934. Muskegon's was back in 1963. Dew points dropped a whole lot from yesterday. That's another reason why we didn't get any thunderstorms today as predicted. Dew points dropping as much as 20 degrees here in Holland from yesterday, although they had a shower yesterday. Most areas dropped about 5 to 10 degrees. So not any water, no gasoline to get the fire going, the thunderstorms going. That will be the case here this afternoon and tonight. Got some of that haze that has come down from the northwest. There is a lot of water out to the west, so there's a lot of showers and thunderstorms out here, but we've got a backdoor cold front coming on through. That will be late in the day on Saturday. That might trigger an isolated shower or a storm, but most areas are going to stay dry again tomorrow. We'll see mostly cloudy with clearing skies tonight, and then as that front comes on through, you'll notice there are a couple of scattered showers and storms late in the afternoon, and they'll dissipate as that cold front pushes to the south and east. On Sunday, a lot lower humidity, a lot clearer skies, and we'll also see temperatures drop a little bit. 91 here tomorrow, very similar to what we've seen all week long, but only 86 on Sunday, and then we'll be right around 83 on Monday, so still warmer than average for this time of year. Not too bad at all. Long range outlook, we're going to slip a little bit cooler than average, at least a little higher chance that we won't make 78 to 79 next week, and just a slightly higher chance that we'll stay on the dry side during that 5-day period. Lake Michigan, we're looking at virtually clearing skies, flat waves. Onshore breezes will go offshore a little bit later on tonight, so no big waves expected there. As far as our forecast then, we're looking at partly cloudy to mostly clear skies after the haze clears on out. Low 60s north, mid 60s south. Northern zone around 60 US 10, low 60s to mid 60s there in Fremont. We'll be in the low and mid 60s across the area as skies become mostly clear. 13 on your side forecast. There is a chance of a pop-up thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon, mainly north and west of Grand Rapids. The next best chance will not come until next Saturday. Temperatures dropping into the 70s midweek, but back to 80 plus by the time we get to next weekend. I'll kind of miss the blue skies from yesterday. We had that haze come in today, kind of a milky filtered sunshine, but it didn't stop the temperature from cracking the 90-degree mark once again. Is there any relief to our heat? 13 Weather Ball says, well, not for Saturday really. It's green, no change foreseen. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Ah, man, it's a very warm night for Jack. I don't know Jack, maybe you do. Todd, just take it easy for your evening walk as temperatures fall out of the 90s into the 80s. It's still going to give you a green paw. Just make sure everyone gets hydrated. In the morning, it'll be better. Temperatures in the 60s. Still a lot of sun here tomorrow, maybe not quite as much as today. There'll be some afternoon pop-up storms that may limit that, but still a lot of green energy from the sun, not quite as much from the wind here during the day tomorrow. Well, there is a nearly full moon in the sky tonight. The full moon actually occurs tomorrow night at 11:41. Should be a spectacular sunrise coming up here, or moonrise later on this evening in the eastern horizon. Again, we've had some hazy skies. The reason why we didn't get any pop-up storms today is that the temperatures above got very warm in the last 24 hours, and we dropped our dew points down here. So no gasoline to feed the fire, as so to speak. Most of the activity today has been over here in the state of Wisconsin, but this front off to our north and east is going to pull through here late in the day tomorrow. That might trigger an isolated shower or a storm. But these high-level clouds and haze will clear out a little bit overnight, so a sunny start to our day. But you notice in the late afternoon, we'll start to see a pop-up shower or a thunderstorm. Not many, and then they'll push out very quickly tomorrow afternoon and evening. And we got a nice day coming up on Sunday. Temperatures will be still on the warm side, but not as warm as we will be here tomorrow. And you can see where the light precipitation north and southwest of Grand Rapids, this is not a drought buster by any means. 91 still here during the day tomorrow. We'll drop into the mid-80s then on Sunday as that cooler air comes in from the northeast. 70s along the coastline. Will still make 83 on Monday. Long range outlook says we're going to cool off from the June 10th through the 16th. Our average high upper 70s to near 80. I see mid and upper 70s, and take my word for it, we have a high chance that will stay dry during that 7-day period. Out on Lake Michigan, water temperatures still hanging in the mid 50s in most locations, 60s out away from the lakeshore with that east wind. So for tonight, skies will become clear, low 60s in northern part of the lakeshore, mid 60s further south. Northern areas around 60, maybe as warm as 64 in Fremont. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll drop into the low and mid 60s under clearing skies. 13 on your side forecast. With the northeast wind, we'll start to draw down some of that wildfire haze again on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Clears out a bit for Wednesday and Thursday. Haze end of next week. Temperatures recovering from the 70s Tuesday and Wednesday back into the 80s. Next best chance for any widespread showers or a thunderstorm will be next Saturday, and even at that point, only about half the area may see some needed rain. Dry and warm, though, here this weekend.
We could use some rain, George.
We could. Maybe a pop-up here tomorrow afternoon.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Yet another perfect day to be out at the beach. Ottawa County Sheriffs were even having fun at the beach today, helping some beachgoers cool down a little bit with their spray. It's a massive spray gun. Chief Meteorologist George Lessons now. And George, what would you call that thing?
I don't know.
Could you see it?
A huge hose. No, I couldn't see it. It's real bright out here.
But the great beach weather, but the water is still pretty cold.
I'm not a fan of mid 50s. For water temperatures.
Burr.
I like it like Juliet, 80 or higher in the water, absolutely. We are still going to see cold water temperatures this weekend, but it's still going to be sizzling on your Saturday. 13 weather ball is green, no change to the Saturday weather foreseen from today, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Fourth day in a row, we've hit 90 here in Grand Rapids, 91 this afternoon, 92 the hot spot over there in Muskegon and also down in Kalamazoo. We forecast 93, came within 3 degrees of that forecast high, and we've done that now 3 weeks in a row. Tomorrow, still getting up to the low 90s, very similar to today. 92 would be a record again over in Muskegon, not quite so in those other locations. The reason why we didn't have any pop-up storms today is because dew points dropped a whole lot. No moisture down here on the ground. That's like gasoline for the atmosphere. So and some warm air aloft just did not create anything other than a little bit of haze across the area, and some of that was a little bit of wildfire haze. All of the active weather's back to our west. Now we got a backdoor cold front that'll be coming through late in the day tomorrow, maybe just enough to light that match for a pop-up shower or a thunderstorm, but nothing here this evening. These mid and high level clouds with the haze going to clear on out late tonight. So we're going to start the day with sunshine. Cold front comes on through. This is right around 2 o'clock. You notice there are a couple of pop-up showers and storms. Again, these would last maybe 20 minutes and then be done, and this is by 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. That is it. So no widespread meaningful rain once again here in West Michigan, and we'll have much quieter conditions on Sunday. And you can see the most rain printed out by the models, South Haven, about 1/3 of an inch. Just enough to wet the ground in most other locations. So again, the long dry spell continuing. Long range outlook, this is the week 3-4 temperature outlook for the second half of June from the 17th through the 30th. Our chances of warmer than average temperatures continue. The higher chances here from that 2-week period, we top out around 83 for a high. And our chances for rain actually improve from what we have seen. At least we have an equal chance of seeing more or less. Still very close to that lesser amounts off to our north and west. We usually get about 1.5 inches of rain, but that would be nice to have that. Now out on Lake Michigan, waves will eventually build to 1-footers. I don't see anything higher than that. Offshore winds will go onshore in the afternoon. They might pick up a little bit as a possible thunderstorm rumbles on through. Forecast then for tomorrow, if there are any showers and storms, they'll be in the afternoon, starting up north and then ending up down south, upper 80s to low 90s. Up north, you could see that pop-up shower, mainly from about Big Rapids to Fremont, north and west. Don't think you'll see any there in Greenville. Grand Rapids southward, I think we may stay dry or virtually dry the entire day. Highs in the low 90s. 13 on your side forecast. Even though that backdoor cold front comes through and knocks our temperatures into the 80s Sunday and Monday and into the 70s Tuesday, we'll see some of that wildfire haze return. Temperatures climb back up to 84 on Friday. Next best chance for any showers and thunderstorms, and only about half the area would get that, would be next Saturday as we hit 81.